Do you want to make a great impression when you meet someone? Just call their name. People love hearing the name, right? When you call them, it puts that impression that you respect them, you revere them, you give importance to them, right? I'm going to share 3 golden tips how to remember the people name. First, visualize the spelling of their name. For example, it is Sarah. Within Sarah is S-A-R-A or S-A-R-A-H. Is it with H or without H? Thereby, your brain tries to remember the spelling of it, and and also the biggest advantage of it will get registered in your brain very easily. That is number one. And number two is you use their name in the down the line conversation. For example, Sarah, how are you, and how your place today, and can we review these things and all that, right? So you can just use it in the conversation. For example, let's say you're closing the conversation, Sarah, you just wanted to ask that, it was such a pleasure meeting you, and then you can keep, do you have any clarification to ask and all that, right? So this is something you can try to use the names in the down the level conversation, right? Then lastly, very importantly, and also you can clarify if the slabby or the right pronunciation. For example, country to country, the names are changing. For example, take an example of Javier, right? In the part of the Mexico and all that, the JA is pronounced as Ha. You cannot pronounce as Javier. You can pronounce as Javier, right? So there are a lot of subtle differences are there, right? It is very fair that, am I pronouncing your name correctly? You can have a self-check. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? If something they say no, it's supposed to be like this, you can just correct it. And even if you are not sure about it, and then you can also ask it, actually please feel free to correct me if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly and all that, right? Thereby that also puts the impression that you are respecting, you're also taking care of the names, and you're giving the enough and all that, right? So this is the 3 tips I wanted to share. First, visualize the spelling. The second, use their names in the conversation. Third, you can also clarify if you wanted to, if you're pronouncing the names correctly and what is the syllable and all that, right? So thank you so much. Please do like, share, subscribe my channel. You have wonderful